See, we all feel like exercising. We all want to be in the best shape of our lives, but there are so many reasons we stop ourselves from working out. It could be time. You may have a busy schedule, a job, household chores, kids, and it leaves little time for you to figure out when and how to exercise or prioritize your health. And after doing all of those things, sometimes you lack the energy to do it as well. You feel like, oh, I'm just sapped of all the energy. You may have financial constraints, right? In working out, you think that maybe going to the gym is the only way to lose weight or get in shape. You may be in a location where you find, let's say, going out for a walk is difficult, or maybe there is no gym available. So that could be a barrier. Maybe your family is just too complacent and they don't take care of they don't take care of their health. And so you feel like you can also be a part of the bandwagon. And so it prevents you from working out. Motivation levels, right? As we approach midlife, we just feel like, oh, we can't work out because we don't have the energy or time, or, all those barriers that prevent you from being motivated. Or you already feel that your body image is so low that you feel like you can't do anything. Or there's lack of support, right? Maybe you haven't held yourself accountable to yourself or to your family members or friends, and they don't support you. So what is your barrier? What prevents you from taking this forward? Why don't you write it down in the chat box? So how do we overcome these? What is it that will make us find out what the motivation is or what we want to achieve, and then move forward with it? Remember, if it's time, you'll have to fit it in. If getting in shape is important, then how do you fit that workout in? You have to work around your schedule, right? You have kids. Now you have to take them to classes, or maybe you have a job and you have to attend calls on your, maybe you're working from home, so it's call on a laptop. So how do you fit some movement in? Maybe you can take a call while you're walking around. If you're waiting for a child's class to finish, maybe you can move around then. Maybe you can complete your calls at that time, right? But movement, some kind of activity to begin with is important, right? If money is a constraint, then look for things that doesn't require money, right? Going out for a run or a walk or doing bodyweight exercises at home doesn't cost you anything, right? Then it's also convenient, right? It's location, it's your own home. So you can actually make excuses to not exercise, or you can make excuses to exercise. The choice is yours. See, first and foremost, we all know it helps control weight gain, and it also helps maintain muscle mass, right? The more you exercise, the more calories get burnt and more weight you lose, right? So more and more intense the activity, more the calories burnt. Now you'll say, I don't have that much time. It's okay. You may not have a large chunk of time, but any activity is better than nothing. So at least get started with something. It may be just a walk, a walk for 10 minutes to start with. Increase it to 15, increase it to 20 as your schedule allows. Now, diseases, right? Chronic diseases, whether it's heart disease or blood pressure, diabetes, anxiety, depression, arthritis, or even metabolic disorders. Regular exercise can help prevent or manage many of these health problems. So this is another reason why exercise becomes so important. Sometimes don't you feel that you go out for a walk or a run and you come back and you are all chirpy? It does improve your mood, right? Physical activity stimulates brain chemicals that uplift your mood and even de-stress you after a stressful day. And it leaves you happier and more relaxed. So, great reason to work out. It boosts energy. Sometimes you find just a trip to the grocery store has left you with no energy, or doing household chores leaves you with no energy. Just feel like laying on the couch and do nothing else after that, right? Have a cup of tea. But you'll notice that if you do some physical activity, it will give you more energy. Physical activity, regular physical activity improves endurance and muscle strength. And it helps you tackle your everyday business much better and easier. I find many of the women saying, well, as I have approached menopause or I'm approaching there, I just don't get to sleep. They have a lot of sleep issues. Well, physical exercise or activity can help you fall asleep faster and get you a better, deeper sleep. So you will need to do that during the day, not too close to your bedtime, of course. Keep a 2 to 3 hour gap. Otherwise, you may be too energized to sleep. Then sex life, very important, right? If you've been feeling too out of shape to enjoy physical intimacy or lack of confidence, exercise can improve those energy levels and confidence about your appearance as well. And it may just boost your sex life. So great reason, right? You can make exercise fun and add a social component to it. To choose something that works for you, something that's fun for you, something that interests you. And also, if you do it with, let's say, family and friends, it will be a time to connect with them, right? In a social setting, try something new that really energizes you. All of these things together can help you lead a healthier life. Well, there are home workouts and there are gym workouts. If you want to join a gym, your options are plenty, just as they're in home workouts as well. You have, when you go to the gym, you'll have a lot of cardio machines. You can get on a treadmill, you can get on elliptical, stairmaster, rowing machine, many options. For resistance, there is always a weight stand. You can, use weights, you can use dumbbells, you can use barbells, all those things. Resistance bands also. Then there are group classes, right? Great motivation. So what might be the benefits, some benefits of going to the gym? Well, first is equipment. You will not have all of that available at home. So you have a better variety there. Accountability. When you've paid for the gym, I'm sure you would want to go and make sure you use it up. So that's one. And then when you start going to the gym on a regular basis, you find people there, right? Who have a similar mindset. They want to also work out, either lose weight or get stronger. So you feel there's some accountability there. And it also provides a bit of challenge to see other people working out. Somebody's running on the treadmill, you're walking, you might want to get up there, right? So that's one thing. Then social aspect as well. You might make friends at the gym and would want to continue to go to the gym because you want to meet those friends on a daily basis. The other benefit of going to the gym is that there are always floor trainers in the gym. So if you're trying out a new piece of equipment and you need some help, the trainers are always there to help you. But if you want to even push yourself a little harder, then you can hire a personal trainer to help you with all of those exercises. So that's gym. But what if you don't want to spend the money to go to the gym? Home workouts are equally easy and effective. So when you're working out at home, you can go out for a run, you can walk, you can cycle, you can do body weight exercises, push-ups, squats, lunges. You can do a yoga flow, or you can do a HIIT workout. It's just high intensity interval training. You can use videos to do it, and they are free. And the benefits of doing home workouts are you can do it at your own time and pace, right? You don't have to wait for the gym to open up. Let's say you want to work out at 5 a.m. and the gym close to you is not open at that time. It's okay. You can do it at your own time and convenience, because the kids are still sleeping or the family is not awake yet. That's your time to work out. Go ahead and do it. It's convenient, of course, and it's cost effective. So these are the differences in maybe a gym and a home workout, and choose what suits you. Choose what will work for you and then stick to it. But the important thing is that you would want to keep 150 minutes of exercise, moderate activity per week. Spread it over the course of the week, right? And that is for maintenance. If you want to lose weight, then you'll have to increase those number of minutes, of course. And a combination of aerobic, which is the cardio exercises, and strength training provides the best benefits, right? The strength training for all major muscle groups, at least twice a week. You can use gym equipment, you can use free weights, you can use resistance bands or body weight exercises, whatever works for you, right? Remember to check with a doctor though before you start on any exercise program, especially if you have chronic health problems like heart disease, diabetes, or arthritis. That's important. Let's go on to the next.
Yes, yeah, especially home workouts, I feel, because especially after lockdown, I think home workouts is a very convenient thing. As you said, we can do it in our own time. Just sign up for a class also, because that is something that when someone is really face to face motivating you, then it makes a lot of difference.
Totally.
Sheba, could you share a few exercises, especially that women can do during either menopause or perimenopause, something that will help them and they should definitely follow?
So I find that there are 4 types of exercises that all perimenopausal and menopausal women should follow, right? I've already talked about the cardio and the strength. That is super important. So interspersed, right? Aerobic and a cardio exercise can be done every day. Strength exercise twice a week. Now, as we grow a little bit older, we find that our balance is reduced a little bit. So the stability exercises are important, right? Like standing on one toe, heel to toe exercises. Those are the things that you can include on a daily basis. Plus flexibility exercises to keep our joints limber. So maybe doing a mild yoga class will also be helpful. So if you're doing cardio, strength, flexibility, and stability, I think that covers it all for you. They always say, right, fitness is a rent you have to pay every day. It's not a monthly thing. So yes.
Yes.
So how do you make fitness a lifestyle? How do you make it a part and parcel of your everyday life? The first question to ask yourself is, what is it that you want to achieve, right? And it cannot be just something generic, right? Like, I want to look good. That's not it. Looking good, everyone wants to look good. But what do you want to do in order to look good? So make it so make sure that you have a goal, a smart goal, a specific goal, like, okay, I want to lose weight to look good. That's a little specific. But if you say, I want to lose, let's say 20 kgs to look what I want to look or be in shape, that is a very specific goal, right? You want to make it measurable so that at the end of the day, you actually know that you got it, right? So how will you make it measurable? You'll have to keep track of it. So the next is attainable, right? So don't make it too difficult or too easy for you to lack motivation. When you make it measurable, you'll have to break it down into smaller chunks. So if you say, I want to lose, say you want to lose 20 kgs and you say, I want to lose it in the next 3 months. Well, that seems a little hard to attain. And even if you did happen to achieve it by hook or crook, it may not be good. It may not be good for your health. So you want to make sure that you're doing something which actually is good for your health, something that's sustainable, something that's like a lifestyle change, not something that you can do in the next 3 months and then get it all back on. So attainable, measurable, break it down into smaller chunks. So realistic, be realistic about what those goals are. 20 kgs in 3 months is not realistic, but 3 to 4 kgs in a month is realistic. So what do you want to do in 1 month? Then how much do you want to lose in 3 months? And how much do you want to lose in 6 months? Remember, ladies, you did not put on that weight in 3 months. You took many years to put on that weight. So it will take some time to go off as well. So be kind to yourself. Don't beat yourself up that you haven't lost that weight. It will happen, but you have to consistently follow your regime, figure out that goal and follow it. The other important thing is, well, you want to achieve something, but why do you want to achieve it? What's your motivation? What drives you to look good or be healthy, whatever that goal is? Some examples of goals are, I want to manage my weight. I want to manage my heart health. I want increased energy, or I want to improve my mental health. I want to reduce the risk of health conditions that occur in my family, or I want to just have fun. That motivation of why you want to do it is super important. That's the only way you're going to stick to that goal. So figure out what your motivation is. And then comes the part where you want to talk about, how will I get there? So now you know what you want to do, why you want to do it, and how will I get there? Well, first of all, commit to what you want to do. You want to lose, let's say 4 kgs in 1 month. Great, you write it down. The first thing is write down your goals. You're 20% more likely to achieve your goal if you write it down. you'll actually follow through, because you're going to go back to it and you'll read it and I'm like, oh, I did make this commitment to myself. Then I find, secondly, being accountable is important, right? Are you going to be motivating yourself, or you're going to share your goals with your family and friends who can help you stay on track? It's important to figure out what works for you. Sometimes you don't want to tell anybody, you just want to work by yourself and show your results at the end, which is fine too. Sometimes you need some help, and it's okay to do that. So share it with your family and friends so they can help you. When you say, I don't want to overeat today, or I don't want to go out to eat today because I'm watching my weight, they'll understand because you've already shared your goals with them. Then, very important, as we've talked about earlier, identify your obstacles. What are the barriers that are keeping you from working out or achieving that goal? Then work around them. It's important to understand why you need it, what you need, and how to work around it. That's your commitment to your goal. So these things, if you follow, will help you form a healthier lifestyle, make fitness a part of your lifestyle. So what are the key takeaways from this? That you'll have to make exercise a priority in your life. Just like you have to take care of your kids, you have to take care of your job, you have to take care of your family. You have to put fitness in there in your calendar. I want to work out at 5 a.m., 6 a.m., 7 a.m., whatever that time is for you, or in the evening. Make sure you put it in the calendar and plan for it. Then prepare for it. So if you decide to work out in the morning and you find that it's difficult for you to, or you're not motivated to change into your clothes and go, make sure you keep your workout gear outside at night, the night before, so that when you wake up, you have no excuse. It's right there. You'll wear your clothes, you'll wear your shoes and just head out for a walk or run or exercise, whatever you have chosen to do. Prepare. So preparing is important, whether it's morning or if it's evening. Let's say you're in meetings during the day, but you have decided to go out for a walk at 5:30 and you have a meeting from 4:30 to 5:30. In order to not miss out on your walk, whenever you have a little break, change into your workout gear and be ready so that at 5:30, you're not sitting on the couch and drinking tea. You'll be ready to go out. So prepare and plan. And of course, choose something that works for you. I can give you examples of 100 exercises, right? But all of them may not work for you. You will have to choose what is it that you want to work with. What is your motivation? What is your comfort level? You'll have to do that, whether it's walking, whether it's running, whether it's a jog, whether it's jog and run, whether it's body weight exercises, at home, out, whatever it might be. You find what works for you. And like I said again, you'll have to set a goal for yourself. Set a goal and work towards it. And then don't overthink it. When we start to think, oh, will I achieve it? Oh, is it too much? Is it too less? Shall I start another day? Is it too early? Just don't think about all of those things. Just start, make a start. Ask these questions so many times, right? Especially about, hey, will I become manly? Will I become bulky if I lift weights? Will I look like a man? Well, ladies, we don't have the same hormones as men. So we will not bulk up like them. I mean, you'll have to really take some steroids and some major stuff in order to get even close to them. So do not shy away from lifting weights. Lifting weights will actually slim you down. They'll build muscle in the body, make you stronger, increase your metabolism, and if anything, will make you look sexy. So do not shy away. Then this question is also asked a number of times. Can I just reduce my belly fat by doing crunches? Can I just do ab exercises and get rid of my belly fat? No, ladies, you cannot target fat burn. You can exercise, but you cannot decide where the fat goes from. So overall fat reduction is important. So you'll have to do a lot of cardio and strength exercises in order to lose fat from any part of your body. And basically, it's all about science, right? Calories in versus calories out, which brings us to the next one. I can eat whatever I want if I'm exercising, right? Can I eat pizza, steaks, whatever? It sounds wonderful, but it's not true. You might find some women who remain skinny even after they eat all of that. You know, those are exceptions to the rule and not the rule itself. It is all about how many calories you're taking in and how many calories you're burning and how you're creating a deficit. That's what it is. And that's what you'll have to follow in order to lose weight. Oh, this is another one. I am not motivated to work out, so I really can't get in shape. Well, let me tell you something. Motivation is great and we all need it. But what's more important than motivation is consistency. Once you have that goal in mind, once you've decided why you want to achieve it and you have committed to it, you show up. You show up and you do your exercise that particular day that you've chosen to do. Whether you may actually feel, oh, I'm not energetic today, or maybe I can just rest today, maybe I'll do tomorrow. No. Show up that day, even if it is for 5 minutes. Do what you had set yourself out to do. And maybe after 5 minutes, you would want to work out even more because you are feeling energetic. And if you're not feeling energetic, it's okay, but do for 5 minutes and leave. Consistency is very important. So basically, consistency trumps motivation any day. You can get in shape even if you're not motivated, but you have a goal and you want to stick to it. So some people say, well, how can I work out if I have a cold or, if I'm sick? So some experts believe that there's an above the neck rule. So if you're experiencing symptoms above the neck, like a stuffy nose, earache, some sneezing due to allergies, it's probably okay to engage in mild exercise. But in case of symptoms below the neck, like nausea, fever, diarrhea, chest congestion, you may want to stay away from exercise for a little while. But in any event, it's important always to listen to your body and your doctor. So whatever you're suggested, that's what you do. Oh yes, this is a good one. Avoid weights after 40. Since our bone density decreases as we age, especially after 40, weights become super important to keep us strong and help prevent osteoporosis. So instead of avoiding, actually, if you're not doing it, pick them up. Go slow, start slow, but pick them up because that's what's going to help you in the long run. And a lot of people find excuses to not work out by saying, well, the best time to work out is first thing in the morning, and I really am not a morning person. But let me tell you, the best time to work out is the one that keeps you consistent. It can be any time of the day, just that not too close to your bedtime. That's all. Okay, so as we talked about the goals and our motivations and why we want to achieve certain things, you'll have to take the first step. Like I said, don't overthink it. Take that first step, see where it takes you. Make those small changes, right? For example, get movement into your daily life. If you are sitting down most of the time, just start to get up and move. Like I said, if it's a call, take a walking call. If you're walking, take a call. Sometimes you can do your meetings where you don't require to be in front of any laptops. Then take a meeting outside, you walk around. That will introduce at least some activity in your body, in your daily life. Then getting into your sports gear, like I mentioned before, that's been really helpful for me. In the morning, especially if I want to go out for a run, I will make sure that I keep my clothes out the night before. Because when I wake up in the morning and I'm trying to wonder, oh, should I wear this or should I not wear this? Or should I just have my cup of coffee and then just wait? Then it never happens. So for me, it's helpful when I keep my sports stuff out and I'm ready to go out. Now, movement is super important, like I've been mentioning throughout this session. Keep moving. Ladies, you're not a tree, right? You have to move. Get that activity in. Anything is better than nothing. So, like they say, sitting is the new smoking. So even if you're not smoking, but sitting around, it's not helping you. It's not healthy enough for you. Now, another thing to really realize is what your body is capable of. Like you may set really high expectations of yourself, and it's okay. I'm not saying that you should not have high expectations of yourself, but be realistic about what your body can achieve in short term and long term. Start slow and then increase the intensity, increase the time, the frequency, all of that. There is nothing wrong increasing all of it, but if you haven't done anything before, start slow, get recommendations from your doctor, and then keep going with it. Lift weights, ladies, lift weights. I cannot emphasize how important it is. And like Richa mentioned, it is important to find out the right way to do it. So if you have access to a trainer, that's great. If you have access to some videos or somebody who can help you with that, if you've never done before, great, do that. If you can't do dumbbells, it's okay to use resistance bands, TheraBands. Anything that will create a resistance. Body weight exercises are fine too, right? Like you do push-ups or squats or lunges. Any of those things will help. The other thing is, exercise is not only about losing weight or looking good. It is about health, physical health, mental health. Go beyond thinking of exercise as just a tool to lose weight. Think of it as a holistic way to improve yourself. And last but not the least, be kind to yourself. Be compassionate. Don't beat yourself up that you haven't achieved this today or you haven't achieved it in 3 months. It's okay. Things will happen at their pace. Just be patient and carry on.